Right behind me, you'll see there is King's Cross Station. We're at Universal Orlando, and it's time to head to Hogwarts. Welcome to Pammie Plus Parks. I am Pammie, your plus-size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Universal, Disney, and Florida have to offer plus-size people. And today we're at Universal Studios Orlando. We're getting ready to go to King's Cross Station and head over to Hogsmeade. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to ride this ride in comfort as a plus-size person or as someone with accessibility and mobility concerns. I even have some stroller information. Let's take a closer look at this ride. Okay, this ride is supposed to be only a 20-minute wait. So let's see if that's actually true. Looks like it's moving along at a good clip. Let's try this. As you enter the King's Cross Station, you'll notice there are signs here that say check-in rental prams here. If you've rented a stroller, which is a pram in the UK, you need to park it here. It cannot go on the train with you. It should be noted that even though strollers can't go on this ride, your ECV or wheelchair can. They have accessible seating on this train. So I made it through the part where they check your pass to get in. Heading down this long tunnel. From what I understand, there's low lighting in this ride in certain parts, and you're in an enclosed space. There are some fog effects. So if any sort of lighting effects, fog, or anything like that bother you, this ride may not be for you. The queue in here is so long, they actually have a snack bar. That's crazy. Okay, there is a section in the queue where you can go up this really, really high staircase, or you can take an elevator. To clarify about strollers, if you brought your own stroller, you can bring that on this ride, but if you've rented a stroller, you need to turn that in at the front of the ride, and they'll have another stroller for you to pick up on the other side of the ride. Make sure you have your receipt handy for that stroller. And there you go, that's how you get to the train, right through there. How magical is that? I can't wait to do it. Let's go. Very cool in here. Amazing. There's the train. Oh, that's amazing. My heart is pounding out of my chest. I cannot believe this. Guys, I can't believe that I'm here. I can't believe that I'm doing this. I'm super excited. My heart is going like this. As you can see, the train actually backs into King's Cross Station, and the front of the train pulls out of here. So you definitely go in this area backwards, but how cool is this? Well, that was a very enjoyable ride. It was very comfortable. They have cushioned bench seats with no restraints, and the cabins are designed to hold 8 adults, but in our cabin they only seated 6 people, so 3 on each side. If you don't like sitting in a seat where you're traveling backwards and you're traveling from Universal Studios to Islands of Adventure, as you enter your cabin, take a seat on the bench to the right. That way you'll be facing forward when the train is moving. Although there are some warnings for this ride about flashing lights and smoke effects and things like that, there's no smoke in the cabin. It's just a visual image that you see on a screen. And the only flashing lights that there were a little bit of flickering from the cabin lights. So it was nothing very dramatic and nothing very scary. It wasn't like you were in complete darkness or anything like that. You should be aware that there are a couple of short flights of stairs to go down to the ground level after you get off this ride. But there's also an elevator if you need to use it if you have an ECV wheelchair or a stroller. I'm not taking the stairs. Well, I wanted to get a closer look at the castle, and so I have. Boy, oh boy, this part of the park is very, very crowded. I think I'm actually gonna head back to Hogsmeade and go back to Universal Studios and kind of take a look around there more, because I still haven't finished exploring that park yet. Looks like the line to get back to King's Cross is a lot shorter than the line to get into Hogsmeade, so that'll be a nice switch. Okay, again, filming is not allowed on this ride, so I'm going to be putting the camera away, but I will say that this return trip is going a lot faster than the trip to Hogsmeade. Lickety split, and we're right back at King's Cross in London. And I will say something about the King's Cross station. Although it is very loud in here, it is also nice and cool. A little bit of information about ECVs, strollers, and wheelchairs. You may notice behind me, there's a lot of those blue rental strollers that you rent here at Universal Studios. Those strollers cannot go in the line. You park it here and you bring your child through the line without the stroller. When you disembark on the other side, there's a place to pick up a whole different stroller. So you aren't taking that stroller with you. You gotta clear it out and then go through the line without a stroller. If you're in a wheelchair or ECV, you are allowed to use that in this queue on either side. When you reach the point of boarding the ride, if you are able to get out of your scooter or out of your wheelchair and walk into the ride and sit on the comfortable bench seat, they will ask you to do so. If you are completely unable to get off of your scooter or out of your wheelchair, there is one special car for you that they will load you into. People who bring their own personal strollers are allowed to bring the personal strollers through the line. When you reach the boarding area, they will take the stroller from you and they'll load it in a particular area along with wheelchairs and ECVs that people have vacated. When you arrive at your destination, your personal strollers, ECVs, and wheelchairs are unloaded off the ride before they let you out. But it is good to know that this ride will accommodate wheelchairs and ECVs if you can't get out of them. And you also have the option of transferring from your chair or your ECV if you are able to do so. Just to make sure I have it absolutely clear, if you rented your ECV from here or rented your wheelchair from Universal, that can go through the line. If you have your own wheelchair or your own ECV, that can go through the line. Whether it belongs to you or it belongs to the park, that can go through the line. They will take it from you. They will load it into a special car, and it will be waiting for you when you disembark.